Going back to a topic I covered in my earliest two videos, I'm going to be talking a little about the film Pearl from 2022 and its prequel, or sequel technically, X. So this film takes place in 1918 during the time of the Spanish flu pandemic. And it stars Mia Goth, who was born October 25th, 1993, which is only 11 days after Charlie Kirk. But I'm not going to get into the connection to that, as I did it in my previous video with the whole Tyler Robinson, the Superman poster, the star of that Superman film being in Pearl, etc. But anyway, yeah, she was born October 25th, and she has a 6'11" and 216 connection via her spouse, Shia LaBeouf, as she married him in 2016, which is your 216, and LaBeouf is born 6'11". And no, I do not like Shia LaBeouf. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name or not, and I don't care. I definitely think Mia Goth can do much, much better, but that's neither here nor there. Now, I think this is actually a great little film. It's one of 3 in a series, the other 2 being X and Maxine, but this is easily the best one, and Mia Goth gives a fantastic performance in it. But having said that, anything with Pearl in the name is going to connect to Pearl Harbor, and I'm going to prove that here. So the film had its premiere on September 3rd, 2022, and if you watch my videos, you know that September 3rd leaves 119 days remaining in the year. That's your backwards 9/11. And you know that because I talked about Claire Kramer, who was born on that date. Claire, of course, being another girl I had a crush on, and still do, actually. What can I say? I'm only human. And her role in Buffy the Vampire Slayer as Glory, the one who was going to sacrifice Michelle Trachtenberg's character, Dawn, to open the Hell Portal, the Tower Sacrifice, the big episode, The Gift, that aired 5/22/01. And the big reveal is this: the undeniable info from the release of Pearl to the 84-year anniversary of Pearl Harbor later this year is exactly 1,191 days for your 9/11/01. Huge, huge confirmation. Like I said, Pearl, anything about Pearl connects to Pearl Harbor. We've also got our 33 number here, and 33 plus 4 is 37, your EL number. And I'm also going to connect it to the death of Marshawn Neeland, because he was 24 years old when he died, and X is the 24th letter in the alphabet. The film that came before Pearl was X. So from the premiere of Pearl to Marshawn's passing, exactly 1160 days, and of course Marshawn offed himself on 11/6, which of course is also your backwards 6/11, upside down 9/11. Also, 3 times 2 times 3 is your 18666 number. And since the film released on Claire Kramer's birthday, from her birth to the release of the film is exactly 48 years, if you're backwards 8/4. In the days 7 plus 1 is 9. 5 plus 3 plus 2 is 10. 9, 10, Charlie Kirk. Which again was a ritual for the 24-year anniversary of 9/11. And again, Claire was in the Buffy season all about the tower sacrifice. And Michelle Trachtenberg died exactly 28 weeks before Charlie Kirk. Like the movie, 28 weeks later. And again, Michelle Trachtenberg also died exactly 9 months, 11 days before the 84-year anniversary of Pearl Harbor. I mean, this is all interwoven. But anyway, also 576 months. And the 576 prime number is 4211. 4 plus 2, of course, is 6. You're 611, upside down 911. In fact, if we go from the air date of The Gift to the release of Pearl, you get that big 777 number with a backwards 47. Also, this is 77. World Trade Center Pentagon number. And 777 can also equal order out of chaos like the 222. And 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 4 is 25. Trachtenberg died in the year 25. The 84-year anniversary of Pearl Harbor is in the year 25. 21 plus 3 plus 12 is year 36. And in the weeks, year 111, remember 9/11 leaves 111 days in the year. Also 110 stories in each of the Twin Towers with a 4. 4 times 111 is, of course, your 444. And here is X, the one where Mia Goth plays dual roles as older Pearl and Maxine, set in 79. And again, I connect X to the Marshawn Neeland thing because X is the 24th letter. Neeland was 24. Remember, I connected the Neeland thing to the 2016 7/7 police shooting where the culprit called himself X. So from the release of X to Neeland offing himself, 3 years, 7 months, 19 days, you got your EL number with a 719. Remember that July 19th is Trump's reverse birth date. And 13 plus 29 is your 42. And from Mia Goth's birth to the death of Marshawn is exactly 11,700 days. You're 11, 7. 7 times 11, 77, the World Trade Center Pentagon number. 11 times 700, 7,700. 11 plus 7, you're 18. And 32 plus 12 is your 44 kill number. And since Pearl premiered on Claire Kramer's birthday, from her birth to Mia Goth's is 6992 days. 69 plus 92 is your 161, 611, upside down 911. You've also got a 911 in here. And 19 plus 1 plus 22 is again your 42. Now, if we want to go from X's premiere date instead of its wide release, 13, 34 days. 13 plus 34 is your 47 for Trump's 47th presidency. Here we have a 37 EL number and a 24. Remember, he died at 24. It's also backwards 42. And 43 plus 24 is your 67, or backwards 76. And since Pearl takes place in 1918 with no set date, I went from the 1st of that year to the 1st of 2026, exactly 108 years for your 18666 number. And 12 plus 96 also equals 108. In the days, we have 39. Trachtenberg died at the age of 39. 44 the kill number. and you're 47. Mia Goth's name in Gematria gives us our EL number twice, our backwards 611 upside down 911, 220, add up the floors in both towers, our 127 Pearl Harbor date with a 77 World Trade Center Pentagon number. Now if you type out her full name, which is quite long, you get your 110 for the amount of floors in each tower. And I've been seeing a lot of this lately too. Backwards 216 with a 162, both in the same thing. Also, this girl from Pearl was born 11/9/1998. You're backwards 9/11. 27 years, 28 days before the 84-year Pearl Harbor anniversary. 2 plus 7 is 9, 2 plus 8 is 10, so again that would be your 9/10 date, which by the way is 88 days before the Pearl Harbor date. And 27 plus 28 is your 55 Satan number. And if you'll remember, one of the very first videos I did showed this AI video that Trump made on 10/2, featuring Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper song. From the day he posted that, which is also the Donnie Darko start date. Exactly 66 days, your twin number, before the 84-year anniversary of Pearl Harbor. 67 with end date included, of course. Remember that Don't Fear the Reaper song plays in X as Pearl stabs that one guy in the neck 23 times. Also from the movie Pearl Harbor, released in 2001, to him posting that video, 8,900 days. The 89th prime number is 461, which is your 614 Trump birthday numbers. And interestingly, the Pearl Harbor release was exactly one day before that episode, The Gift, about the tower sacrifice. Here you have your backwards 42 with a 411, 4 times 11, 44. Add these up and get 39. Trachtenberg died at 39. Add 292 to 11. Get 303 for your 33. And over here in the weeks, 1271, 3 days, like buildings 1, 2, 7, 12, 7 with a 13. And from the Pearl Harbor release date to the Pearl release date, again, your big 777 number. 21 plus 3 plus 13 is 37, your EL number. Over here, you've got your same exact thing, only with a 5. So that'd be 3 5s. Include the end date, it's your 777 number with a 76, backwards 67. And of course, this 111 with the 6 becomes a 666. And this here has a Pi Day 314. Remember how Trachtenberg connected to the Pi Day eclipse. And Don't Fear the Reaper is also the song that the movie of The Stand starts out with as the plague is unleashed. Sung by Blue Oyster Cult, which in Latin equals 1275. Jesus Christ equals 1275. Marshawn Neeland equals 1275. And It's the End, Las Vegas equals 1275. At the end of The Stand, the climax, Las Vegas gets nuked. So Blue Oyster Cult and It's the End, Las Vegas, both equaling that in the cipher that's the hardest to find matches. Pretty crazy. But anyway, I'll talk more about that when I decode that film. All glory to God. Thanks for watching.